Today we learn how to create a striking blouson top, an absolute essential in everyone's wardrobe. A blouson top matches perfectly with a pair of denims or even skirts and daily pants. You could even style these further with a stylish scarf. The options are limitless and it's easy to sew as well. To create a blouson top, you will need 1.5 meters of fabric with a width of 60 inches, template for the blouson top, which you can download from our website www.ushasew.com. Chalk, a pair of scissors, thread, pins, measuring tape, and a ruler. We start by folding the blouson top fabric in half, right side facing the right side. Then we fold it again in half. While folding, ensure that the edges are aligned and not mismatched. Your material should have 4 folds like shown in the video. Step 1. Template marking and cutting. Turn the fabric around so that the folds are at the bottom and on the right, and place the blouson top template downloaded from www.ushasew.com on the fabric. While placing, match the straight edge of the template to the fabric fold on the right. Pin the template in place with beaded pins to secure it together. This template is for a small size top. Let's look at the measurements. Once done, take a piece of chalk and mark the template on the fabric. Precision is very important for this step, as the shape of your blouson top depends on this. After finishing the markings, unpin the template. You should now have half a blouse drawn on your fabric like shown. Let's finish this. Take a pair of scissors and cut over the drawn markings. Be sure to include all the layers of the fabric and of course be careful. Now, open the folds of the fabric. You should have 2 different unmatched pieces of the blouse like shown in the video. We will now work on attaching the pieces together. We will start by sewing the shoulders. Step 2. Joining the shoulders, sleeves and the side seam. Take the fabric to your Usha Janome Dreammaker 120. Switch on the machine. Align the sleeves end to the edge of the presser foot. The stitch pattern should be on 1, that is straight stitch, and stitch length on 2.2. Press the on button and start sewing. After a couple of stitches, press the reverse stitch button to secure the stitches in with reverse stitches. Continue with straight stitches till you reach the neckline and do a reverse stitch. Repeat the same process on the other side and sew from the sleeve to the neckline. Once you are done, we will work on the side seams. Move to the underarm and start sewing. Don't forget the reverse stitches. They are extremely crucial as they help to secure the stitches. When you reach the end of the sleeve, use the pivot technique. The technique involves keeping the needle inside the fabric and turning the material. This ensures that we have a single stitch from the sleeve to the bottom of the blouse. The same process will be repeated on the other side. Start from the underarm and make your way towards the end of the blouse. Good job! Aren't you proud of your stitches? We now have to give the raw edges a neater finish by using the zigzag stitches. Select the zigzag stitch on direct mode on your Usha Janome Dreammaker 120 by pressing 7 on the number pad. Begin sewing from the sleeves. Go across the shoulder and stop at the neckline. Note that you don't need reverse stitches for zigzag stitches. Your final stitches should look like this. See how they give the fabric a smart look? We'll repeat the same procedure on the other side. Once done, we move on to the underarm. Start sewing from the end of the sleeve. Pivot at the underarm and continue sewing till you reach the end of the blouse. We now have to create notches in the underarm as shown. A notch at the pivot point avoids the puckering at the underarm point. Make sure you don't cut across the stitch line while doing this process. Step 3. Finishing the sleeves. Fold the fabric at the end of the sleeve by ½ an inch twice, exactly like shown in the video. Then proceed to remove the detachable front section of the sewing machine for the ease of stitching circular seams. We will press the straight stitch button and proceed to stitch the fold. Go all the way across. We will repeat the procedure to the other sleeve as well. Fold ½ inch twice and stitch. We move on to the bottom hem. Step 4. Finishing the bottom. To give it a neater finish, we will fold it in twice by ½ inch like the sleeve and start sewing. Go all the way across. Voila! We are almost done. Step 5. Finishing the neckline. We will now pipe the neckline so that it doesn't gape and instead gently curves in. To do that, replace the regular press of foot with the Usha Janome over-edging foot and select 14 on your Usha Janome Dreammaker 120 and start sewing. Do it for the entire neckline. And we are done. Wasn't that easy? Tell us what you'd match this blouse top with in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.